So, a very warm welcome and good morning to all the participants, respected research head and our senior professor, Dr. Shruti Triambak, Associate Professor, Lloyd Business School, all the esteemed guests and delegates, and of course, my dear students. On behalf of Lloyd Business School, I welcome all of you to this management development program on a very, I would say, beautiful and the dynamic topic that is going around these days and very much in demand in India, if I particularly say about our country, that's design thinking and its application. And the series will continue because since it's an initiative by Lloyd Business School, so it's a program called Design Thinking and its application 1.0. So we'll have series of MDPs on this topic 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, depending upon the requirement of the audience. So since today it's your first MDP on this topic, so the MDP would be very generic, I would say, inclusive of various practical aspects, practicality, and basically on the basic understanding of what design thinking is, because it's very much important to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Generally, this topic is in so much demand, but people are not aware about the basics of the same. So it's very much important that we should be aware about the basics of what design thinking is. So I have tried for the last 15 to 20 days to inculcate everything as much as I can within the stipulated time period that has been allocated to me by the department. But for sure, why I have pointed out it as a series 1.0 is because I wanted the audience to gain the basic understanding of what design thinking is and what are its applications. In the upcoming series, we'll also focus on the practical oriented part in terms of actually solving the problem using design thinking. So today we'll be learning the basic understanding, the applications that are used, and in the upcoming series, we'll be actually doing the analysis part of approaching a solution using design thinking methodologies. So moving forward with the due permission of all the delegates, I'll quickly introduce myself. So as per my education qualifications are considered, I am pursuing my PhD in the area of strategy from Gautam Buddha University. I have completed my PGDM in marketing from BIMTech, that is Birla Institute of Management Technology, and I am an economics graduate from Delhi University Maharaja Agrasen College. Recently, I have certain credits from IBM. I have been awarded with 3 to 4 batches by IBM in the area of enterprise design thinking. So it's a batches are there in the left hand side, practitioner, co-creator, and the team essentials. And recently, I have cracked the advanced examination in enterprise design thinking and been certified as an instructor by IBM in the area of design thinking. The basic portfolio: assistant professor in the area of marketing strategy and economics, and the new area that is design thinking that I am in the verge of developing more and more. Area chairperson for economics and business policy, program coordinator for MBA, and the faculty head for CSR initiatives and club. So this is the general brief about myself. So moving forward, what's is in it for you in today's FDP? So we'll be starting with what design thinking actually is, a case study on PepsiCo, why design thinking is important, 5 phases of design thinking, and the most important part, the pillars of design thinking that includes the practicality. So there is lot and lot. It's an the MDP and the topic. It's amalgamation of various aspects. I'm very much excited to throw whatever knowledge I possess in this area, and a lot has been included, including the case study by Uber Eats as well for all of you, a small journey at the end of the MDP. So I am ready to begin the PPT. If Shruti ma'am, I am okay to start. Dr. Shruti,
You can start.
thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll start with a basic question that arises in everyone's mind. Who is the founder for this beautiful approach called a user-centric approach, design thinking? So which is the basic pillar, a standing pillar, the parent who gave birth to this concept of design thinking, though as per the history says, the timeline has already started in the name of creative thinking or designs in 1980s. But actually, when design thinking got its name by the pillar, the name of the company was IDEO. So IDEO is the name of the company who is credited with inventing the term design thinking and various practices, tools and techniques for which design thinking is known. Moving forward, another important aspect, who is regarded as father of DT, that is design thinking. So there are two protagonists behind this. The one is Roger Martin and the second is Tim Brown. Roger Martin is regarded as a professor of emeritus in Romania School of Management, who gave a way of thinking towards design and then adding his edge over the designs. The term actually design thinking was given by the CEO of IDEO, that is Tim Brown, who gave certain methods, tools, and techniques to approach to design, how actually a design work, how actually design thinking works in a company, right? So, how this journey began, why this design thinking came, and what was the portfolio, the historical perspective from design to design thinking. So I'll just give you a brief idea about design and design thinking. So design is basically concerned with an individual, that includes designing a product, and it's a combination or amalgamation of engineering and art. So you would have might have seen various courses in engineering, BTech or sorry, BArch, or some students from, I would say, the arts background also prefer going into designs, but they are only restricted to themselves. It's an individual based approach. A design is an individual based approach, whereas the coin design thinking includes team. So basically, team reflects that it is an amalgamation of various other people in the organization. That is, together everyone achieves more. So it focuses on a we approach rather than a I approach. It does not include the product, it includes the user's experience about the product, how a user is basically pointing out, how a user is basically reflecting its product, how he is moving in the field of feedback, how he is moving in the field of using that product in terms of its experience. So as per the Venn diagram is there in the third part, it's a combination of technology, business and human. So this, just a minute, I'll just use a pen to highlight. So this portion, the combination of technology, business and human, is regarded as DT, that is design thinking. Somewhere in between where design thinking actually puts its space. So a very beautiful example for all of you to differentiate between a design and design thinking. The picture itself depicts the traditional product development method through design. So we had a tire, then we had a combination, and the producer or the manufacturer was thinking of something else. So this was what was there in his mind, and this is the final output what he produced. There is a huge difference you can see between what he planned and what he actually designed. So this was the traditional cycle that a producer or the manufacturer was focusing upon towards different stages when actually he turned up his input into a output of final product, but that was not matching to the design standard that he actually thought of. But again, he was happy but not too much. If you see the experience, he was happy but not too much happy with what he actually made, because he can't turn up the whole process. He has to sell, because ultimately time, efforts and money, all the cost in terms of time, efforts and money has already been invested. So this was a traditional practice in terms of design. Now, you would be surprised to see a very new and a modern method when we talk about design thinking as an approach. So here is the approach of design thinking, where from the step number 3, you would say the user, sorry, the producer or the manufacturer was trying to be happy because he has developed something at only the stage 3 part through his design thinking approach. And can anyone let me know why this difference came up? Looking at both the slides, this was a traditional method and this was the user-centric approach. So why there is a difference that at the third stage we have a something in terms of product in the market that we can launch as a bicycle, then as a motorcycle, and then finally as a car. And you can see the expression of the manufacturer as well. Yeah. So you can see how happy the manufacturer is. Can anyone take the privilege of answering this question? Anyone who is looking at the PPT? The difference between the both. Okay, so I'll take this honor to answer the question. The answer is very simple. It was a standard process in traditional product development that was used in design. But design thinking is something that is ever evolving at each and every step because you only individual, you are not the only individual who is working on it. It's a team effort that I've already told you. It's a team effort and it's a combination of ideas of various people in the team that actually gave way to this invention of bicycle, right? So because in design thinking you focus on users, it is a user centric approach that we also call as human centric approach because you are concerned with what your user is looking for, what your customer is looking for. Now don't confuse between marketing and design thinking. You can say, or any one of you sitting in the audience can say that marketing is also looking at users or customers, but please look at the difference. I am talking about users here, the one who is using the product. A wholesaler can also be a user. So there is the difference where design thinking comes into a picture. They not only focuses on customer, the final customer, they also focus on the user who is using the product. They also focus on everyone who will be grabbing that product. They also focuses on humans. So basically they think putting their legs into the shoes of their users. That's why we say that it's a user centric approach where you follow what your user is looking for. And since it's an amalgamation, it's a combination of various ideas, of various experiences in a team. Therefore, that resulted in development of a product at third cycle, at third step, then at fourth, and finally at fifth. So going step by step using your ideas is something where we regard as design thinking. And in terms of analysis, we call it as incremental delivery of value to the user because you are having an increment step by step, one by one, right? So now we come to the question. This was all the story, all the basic that was told to you to set the tone of today's MDP. This is the basic question that we all are here for. What actually is design thinking? So before we move forward, I would like the audience to answer me this question according to their knowledge. What actually design thinking is? Anyone in the class, please? Don't consider myself as an expert. Don't consider that you don't know. I just want to know the basic understanding of what actually you mean by design thinking. I can see few of my friends from PhD department are also there. Yogita ma'am, would you like to try what design thinking actually is?
Excuse me, sir. Can I answer?
Yeah, please.
According to my view, design thinking can be considered as a user-centric group approach.
User-centric group approach. Okay, that's nice. Anyone else?
Sir, it's an approach for problem solving.
It's an approach for problem solving. I would request audience to please introduce yourself before answering the question. That would be nice because the recordings are on and it would be very helpful for us to know you. Yeah, anyone else? One more answer and then we'll move forward.
Sorry, sir. Actually, I had already answered. Myself, Dr. Sandeep Goel from Maharishi Markaneshwar Engineering College, Mulana.
Maharshi Dayanand College, sir, right? MD.
Maharishi Markaneshwar Engineering College,
Okay,
Mulana.
okay. Maulana, right? MMU.
Yeah, MMB.
That's great, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So I'll just move forward with the meaning that I have learned from my journey in the design thinking. So what does this picture depicts? Guys, I want all of you to be participative in nature. It should not be a traditional practice of a lecturer coming in and giving his experience, sharing his experience. Let's make it a
One is with pouch and one is with bottle.
one is the pouch and one is the bottle. Okay. The basic
Sir,
pictorial
both bottle has a structure is different.
both bottle. Very good. The both bottle structure is different.
Sir, then the pouch and bottle, that's why they are different.
Yeah, I understand the packaging difference you are talking about.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Anyone else? The challenge what I was actually facing. So this is the challenge with these two bottles. When the bottle is close to empty, the ketchup is stuck at the bottom. I hope every woman, every man who is at home nowadays, since the pandemic is going on, so men are more into the kitchen. They would have found out this as a challenge that लास्ट में जो केचप रह जाता है बॉटल में at this part, it's very difficult to get them out at the end. Do you all also face this challenge in this part of the bottle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's true,
Yes.
right? So this is where the difference comes in and the design thinking comes into practice. So this is the solution through a user-centric approach, the human-centric approach, considering your user in mind and having this as a solution. So this is here we have the solution that it's easy to use with no wastage. This is what design thinking is. Now I hope you can correlate yourself and you are moving forward in the direction of understanding the actual and basic meaning of design thinking. Is it?
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one more like idea, like ketchup is most of the time being used by the childrens most frequently. So the second one, the plastic bottle option, has a feature which can be easily used by small kids also.
Yeah, sir. Very nice observation. Correct.
Right.
Adding to your point, there is a difference between the packaging, like you correctly pointed out. It's a plastic pack and it's a glass bottle. So there is no harm in the broken part also. Matlab, it's easy to use for the children.
Yeah. Right. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's nice, sir. Great observation. The second addition to the DT. So now we come to the formal definition with the meaning that you all have understood, that it's extremely helpful in solving problems that are ill-defined or which is unknown. It's an iterative method that helps resolve our users' issues or redefines the problems in alternative strategies and solutions. Now the question arises, so what is iterative method? So iterative is when you approach a solution one by one in a team. So it's a team effort to resolve the user issue and to redefine the problem using alternative strategies and solutions to approach to a problem. So the beauty of design thinking is, let me also make this point, it's not कि हमें हमारे पास कोई प्रॉब्लम है और हमने वो सॉल्यूशन टीम में बैठे ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग कर ली है और सॉल्यूशन निकाल लिया. नो, the beauty of design thinking is that it's an iterative method. Iterative means repeated method, that until and unless you get the best solution out of the ideas that are coming in, you don't stop. So it's an exercise that continues every day, every moment, till the time you yourself as a user is not satisfied with the solution or your team. That's why we say that एक user satisfy हो सकता है, एक नहीं हो सकता. So that's why we say that team is very much important in design thinking, or the approach of team or the opinions of team is very much important. So the question that came into the mind of user is actually who the user is or who the human is for what we are making the product. So So in design thinking, you basically, or the user is basically everybody who is using that product or who is looking at the product, even the one who is approaching towards the solution. Even suppose I am being the design thinking expert or design thinking instructor, I would say, if I am approaching towards a problem, I would be the user. I would be the you in design thinking approach. So according to design thinking, you includes everybody. So design thinking is actually for everybody. Now, I hope you can correlate what we started with, that design thinking is a human-centric approach. Human-centric is basically design thinking is an approach for all the humans, all the ones, or all the living beings who are directly or indirectly associated with that problem. The persons who can actually use design thinking, or you are using design thinking, like I already said, it's for everybody. So product managers, developers, architects, testers, designers, documentation folks, ballet dancers, students, teachers, and the list continues. So it's an exhaustive list that includes everyone who is directly or indirectly associated with approaching to a problem. Even a marketing manager is associated with design thinking, even a production manager, because they all are doing something new. All are doing something innovative to approach themselves in the market. Right. So this is the part for the students if they are sitting in the session. Based on the growth offerings in 2021, as per LinkedIn, design thinking has grown up in various areas such as web development, SEO optimization, US texting, data visualization, with data analytics coming into the pace, data visualization, digitalization coming into the picture, lot of new strategies, new innovation methods, new creative thinking, intuitive thinking coming into the pace in the world of change. Design thinking has its own picture. Design thinking has its own image in the market as per LinkedIn, because design thinking has been used in all these sectors. So it's not like that you will be a design thinker separately. If you know design thinking, you can approach, you can use that solutions, you can use that methods, you can use those technologies or tools you have learned in various aspects, in various different domains. As per ZipRecruiter, design thinking, a person who has the knowledge of design thinking can earn, this is the data for US, between $41,500 to 1,19,500 dollars, and the top earner includes 1,66,000 in the United States. This is what the future is, and this is what the design thinking is actually paying to the people in other countries. So why not in India? What we all are waiting for. So actually it's very much important to learn these new methodologies, because it's a very beautiful and innovative approach to learn about if we have some interest in learning something new apart from basic statistical analysis that we do. Okay, so now is the time to show you some inventions. I'll show you the difference between design thinking era. If I talk about 1980s, what was the product that was used at that time? And when design thinking came in, what actually design thinking made through its processes and tools that made a drastic change in the industry and in the development of the product. So first example in front of you all. Can anyone recognize this product? Anyone in the session?
Shubham, I think there is a wire and one bulb is attached to that instrument.
Yeah, ma'am. You are 50% correct, but the name is incorrect. And you all will be surprised when I'll tell you that what actually this is. Any another try? Sorry, sir, your voice is not clearly audible.
This is a stabilizer, Shubham.
No, ma'am.
It's a mobile charger or outdoor bells.
No, sir, no. You are close to it. It's an electronic device. I can just give you a hint. It's used when we sit.
Walkie-talkie type, sir.
No, no, not walkie-talkie type. I'll give you a hint. It's used when we sit on our systems in our offices or in our colleges, wherever we work.
It's mouse, sir.
Yeah. Who answered it?
Sandeep Goyal, sir.
Yeah, sir. So I can very well correlate. It's written computer engineer in your name side. It's actually a mouse, and this is what the new invention is by Apple and by the CEO of Apple, who used the design thinking approach. And now you can see the wireless mouse coming into the picture. Not even only mouse, but the wireless mouse, the wireless earphones. This is design thinking or the use of design thinking. Another beautiful example for all of you. I am appreciating the efforts of the audience interacting. Yeah, this picture. Suti ma'am, would you like to answer?
This can be, sir, all-time computers.
Yes, sir. Very well. Very nicely correct. I think ma'am, sir's name should be written in the right answer section that he's answering the questions correctly. This is the old set of computers that were used, and this is the new generation laptops that we use. Very nicely answered, sir. Great answer. It's first generation computers, and this is the modern generation. The transformation that happened because of DT coming into the picture. That is the design thinking. Third picture for all of you. I want another different audience to answer this time now. Sir, you won't answer the question now. Let someone else
Wheel.
answer.
Tire.
Wheel.
Wheel, it is a wheel.
Median of wood.
Wheel with wood. Ms. Jayashree Sapra has answered. Okay. Anyone else?
So told made with wood because before it was used in Rath and all to carry out that.
Okay, great. So very correctly answered, Jayashree ma'am and Baspiji, you have also answered it correctly. It's a wheel that was used to carry product from one place to another. And this is the new generation wheel, and this is the new dimension, new invention with the help of DT coming into the picture. Okay. Few examples for all of you that are already in place for design thinking, and especially these can be the examples for marketing students and the students sitting in the MDP. This will help you in your project development in marketing because you need to develop a new product. So using these examples, you can actually develop something new into the market for consumers. So this is a mango shaped subway, and this is the scissor with multiple usages for cutting the vegetables, most helpful for the women in the kitchen for saving their time efforts. This is something I hope you all will like and you all will look for, the comfort while sleeping. Everyone who is,
It's only available in Japan.
yeah.
Okay. Japanese use this.
Yeah, sir. And a little refreshment in the virtual terms by Lloyd Business School. So this is the pizza cutter for all of you.
Okay.
So moving forward, these were the inventions that I have included that is a part of your DT processes. And because of DT, that these inventions came into the actual pace of the world. And there are a lot of examples, lot of companies practicing DT. I'll also show you the data at the end of the MDP. But I've included these few pictures just to give you an idea that actually design thinking is already in place. It's you and me who are lacking behind in learning the tools and techniques and applying them in our own domain or in our own industry. So we have a case study to learn with or to understand with the design thinking process. So I have chosen a beautiful case study of PepsiCo, a very well-known company by all of you. So I hope you won't find any problem in understanding the same. So the challenge with PepsiCo was, why did PepsiCo choose design thinking and what are the changes it experienced? So the problem was PepsiCo sales rate increased when the company started addressing consumer needs. So this was the question, that PepsiCo has chosen design thinking, but the question arises why? And what are the changes that the company actually introduced? So PepsiCo has used design thinking in their processes or process development that actually helped the company to increase their sales rate. And when the sales actually have risen up, it ultimately gave a way to increase the revenue of the company, making the sales rate high, making the revenue high, making the profit high, leading to the profit maximization of the company, and ultimately increasing the goodwill of the company, making them achieve their targets, the goal, basic objective of the company, because they started focusing on the needs of the consumer. So earlier they were not focusing the needs, they were just focusing on the competition they are facing with. I hope you are aware about the giant competition of PepsiCo, the one with whom the PepsiCo faces a tough competition. Name of the company. No, the competition for PepsiCo.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola is the company. So the problem was they were focusing on their competitor rather than on their customer. When they came up with this fact that why are they not able to supersede the market, or why are not they able to earn as much as they can, they identified the problem that they were not focusing on the users. They were not focusing on the consumer needs. They were just focusing on their they were just focusing on their competition, how to get ahead of their competition. So when they focused the design thinking approach, it says that you have to focus on your user, and when they focused upon the user, they came up something with the help of design thinking this. So the company communicated with consumers and solved the problems by collaborating with teams and using innovative thinking. They emphasized with users to design successful process and products and services. And finally, the company saw profit with effective business strategies and innovations. So this is what the company started with. They focused on their consumer needs. They started focusing on their humans. They started focusing on what actually their customer wants. And accordingly, they collaborated for innovative thinking or design thinking in their teams in the company. And they empathized the users to design a successful process, the simplification, the process optimization, the product optimization, and delivering value in terms of services to the customer. And finally, as a result, as you already know, they saw the profit with the business strategies and innovations because of design thinking. So this was what design thinking helped them to introduce with. Vending machines were launched as a resultant output of innovative thinking, focusing on their customer need, because the customer was of the nature ki shop pe gaye, PepsiCo nahi hai, they preferred Coke. Coke nahi hai, they preferred PepsiCo. Ek individual approach nahi thi ki we want only PepsiCo. Though we have the taste people who only prefer, or brand sticky people who only stick to one brand only, but PepsiCo came up with this idea कि अगर हमारी ही कंपनी की vending machines होंगी, it would serve us better in increasing our sales, because the customer has to just put in the money and they can get it. So they started with this concept of vending machines, and they started putting their products in the same. And finally, the customer accepted the same. The company has increased. It helped the company to increase their profit share. And finally, that helped the company to maximize their profit because the focus was on consumer experience, the customer needs. Okay. So I hope the case is clear to all of you of the PepsiCo, understanding the role of design thinking in making the company achieve their target. Now, introducing you with a quiz for quiz time for all of you, a very basic quiz. I would like you to differentiate between the picture that I'll show you, whether that is design thinking or not according to you, because I hope I have given you a lot of basic understanding of design thinking. So you can easily differentiate between this picture, whether this picture relates to design thinking or not. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. Please analyze and answer the question. Not even 2 minutes, 1 minute time is more than sufficient.
Shubham, can you repeat the question? Shubham, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there. The question is that you have to tell me whether this picture relates to design thinking or not.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm getting answers from few of the audiences in the chat box. Saksham says it's not design thinking.
Sir, it's a design thinking.
Basab says it's design thinking. Sir from MMU University says it's design thinking. Ishika says design thinking. Monica says it. Monica ma'am says it is. Anshu says it's design thinking. Poonam says it is. Great. Suti ma'am, your point of view, whether it is design thinking or not?
No, Shubham, I don't think so.
Okay. So very well corrected, ma'am, and very well answered. It is not design thinking. So let me answer to the question. Before that, I want to show you something else. Then I hope you can understand why this picture does not relate to design thinking. Just a second. Is this picture related to design thinking?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Shubham.
Yes, sir.
This is actually design thinking.
It
Now,
is
the
absolutely
difference,
design
I'll
thinking.
just see the chat. Just a second, let me. So 100% people are answering that yes, 100% it is design thinking. This picture is design thinking, but we never know what they are discussing about. Yeah, I totally agree with your fact. We are not aware about what they are discussing about, but at a glance, we are not here concerned about what the discussion is going about. Just to see the difference. Why this picture is not design thinking and why this is design thinking. I told you in the beginning that design thinking is a team-based approach, and here if you see, people are mingled amongst themselves. They are not focused on a team. They are just focused among themselves in discussing their individual point of view. Where if you see this picture, this is a team-based approach where everyone is looking at the problem, where everyone is posing their ideas, where everyone is brainstorming equally as a teamwork in approaching to a solution and putting their views, putting their ideas, putting their solutions on the chart paper, on the display board basically. So this is the difference, the basic difference between the design thinking and not the design thinking approach. Here we can't say, I agree with the fact that we are not aware about the discussion, but looking at the picture, we can say that they are not involved in a team discussion. They are just discussing individual point of view that what solution can be there to approach to a problem. And I can very well correlate with this practice because we are not actually practicing design thinking. If in future the conditions apply, I would like all of you to join physically for the MDP. And when we'll practice design thinking actually in the form of practical experience, there you will see the difference and you will actually feel the difference that yes, this is what we call as design thinking. Lloyd has given us this initiative few days back by IBM, a design thinking FDP was introduced for all of us. There, the practicality part was actually felt because everyone of us was working in a team and everyone was equally contributing towards a solution. It was not like कि class में हम कोई case study दे देते हैं और दो के groups बना दिए और बच्चे आपस में discuss कर रहे हैं. That is not a design thinking approach. When your whole team is equally contributing by some or the other way, equally looking at the problem, equally looking at approaching to a solution, equally looking at developing the ideas, that approach we relate as design thinking approach. So I hope many of you passes the quiz now and you all are eligible for the certificates by answering this question. Moving forward to the components of design thinking. It's an effective approach to solve the business problems. There are three important components that we focus in design thinking: technological possibilities, which is very much important, the business success, the goals of the business, and the most important part with which our definition started with, that the user needs, the ultimate goal that a company is looking for to achieve. Why it is important? So a few points for the theory part. I'll quickly go through all the points. It's a human centric approach. It is an iterative process, a repeated process to approach to a solution, redefines the problems, a new angle is being given to a problem, promotes a solution based approach, develops empathy with the target user, and finally focuses on hands-on approach to prototyping and testing. Prototyping is one of the processes of design thinking that I'll tell you in the further slides. So now comes the very important part of today's MDP, the 5 process of design thinking, and the very basic understanding that we all must have. So the 5-step includes: first, empathize. Empathize is basically involving yourself with your users to understand their problems. Identify the exact problem you should work upon. Ideate the strategies, the solutions, basically moving towards the solutions. Developing the design. Prototype is developing what you have thought of at a pilot stage, at an initial stage, and to test that in the market. If it got success, if it has a good feedback, you can go ahead with the product. If not, you have to again empathize, again define, again ideate, again prototype, and again come with the solution. Now, my question to the audience, this question should have come from your side, but now I am asking the question: should this approach be a flow, a regular flow in nature? That is, we have to follow it step by step or not? What you can correlate by looking at the slide? Anyone? Should we
Yes,
go
sir.
step by step? Yes. But the
Step
answer
by
is
step.
Yes, sir,
No,
it should
no,
be
sir. No,
followed.
sometimes we can skip one or more process during the reiteration.
yeah. Dr. Sandeep has answered it very correctly. The beauty, again, the next beauty of design thinking, the next very, I would say, interesting fact about this process is it is the process which is not used in sequence. No sequential order, no sequence of processes is followed in design thinking. Sometimes we can directly go to ideate. Sometimes we can directly prototype, we can directly test, or we can directly define the problem. It's not important to every time empathize with the users. Suppose there is a problem which is there in your own company, in the internal recruitment of the company. So when the internal recruitment is a problem, you yourself are the users. So you don't have to go to the users to empathize with the problem. You have the problem statement with you. You directly have to ideate with the solutions. You have to develop the prototype, and finally you can test your solution. So no sequential order is to be followed, or you can first ideate the solutions, then you can apply it towards the users, then you can make the prototype, and then you can finally test. So it's an amalgamation of the process which you can use according to your problem. No sequential order is compulsory, no sequential order is followed while using this process of design thinking. We'll understand this process one by one with an example that will give you more insight about this process, because this is something which is very much important and very much required to be learned for. But before that, I want to introduce you with the 4 pillars of design thinking. Then we'll move towards the case study or example part of the 5 processes. So the first pillar of design thinking, on which design thinking actually stands with, is understanding the user needs, that you all are well aware of. And with a very beautiful example, I'll make you understand this example. This is something we call as empathy. Understanding what your user needs, understanding the requirement of your user. Right, I'll just see the chat option. Someone has messaged. Shruti ma'am, can you please share the attendance sheet? One of the delegates is asking for the same in the chat box.
Uh, okay, so Shilpi Yadav, ma'am. Okay. She's asking about the participants, number of participants had joined.
No, ma'am, she's, I think, asking about marking her attendance. So,
Okay, ma'am. Definitely, I will share you the feedback, ma'am. And after the feedback form, I can get it. मतलब कि I can get to know कि you had attended the session. So feedback form itself representing the attendance sheet. So there would not be worried
separate
about that.
attendance sheet. Yeah.
Yes. And
So,
I will send you the feedback form just before 10 minutes. Right, Shubham?
yeah, ma'am. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Dr. Shruti will be sharing the feedback form with all of you at 11:30 within 10 minutes from now. And
Yes.
there you can fill up the feedback form. Accordingly, your attendance will be marked and you all will be eligible for the certificates based on
Yes.
your feedback, based on your
Yes.
marking. Right, ma'am?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shubham.
Thank you. So, moving forward, so this is the first pillar of design thinking that we call as empathy. The second pillar is explore by finding patterns. So exploring what your consumer actually needs, what your user actually needs. This is something we call as collaboration. Working in teams, exploring as much as we can by generating different solutions, using different ideas, working together in a team. The third pillar, prototyping by providing the specifications, which we call as inclusion, the third pillar of design thinking. Including the ideas, including the suggestions given by the teammates, finally prototyping the final product, including all the ideas given by your teammates. And the last important pillar is or evaluate by always iterating. Iterating basically means repeating until and unless you approach to the solution of the problem. Moving forward with this thing in mind that before we get the solution, before we get the answer to the problem, we'll get the process repeated again and again. You can see and few examples of prototyping in this picture. The girl making the model, a 3D model. You can see the prototyping on this picture. An electronic model displaying the solution to the problem, right? Sorry. So design is not just what it looks like. It is basically how it works. So this is a misconception in all our minds. Like we see different dimensions. आप टायर देखते हैं, आपने व्हील देखा, आपने माउस देखा. What misconception we all have in our mind is that's an innovation. We all consider it as an innovation, but actually that the process by which that innovation has been meant, the process by which that innovation was done was the design thinking part. So design thinking is the backbone for that innovation. That's why it's written that it's not just what it looks like, it is actually what it has worked upon to get that solution. Yeah, how we have worked upon to get that approach towards the solution. I'll give you another example for the 4 pillars of design thinking. This was the universal remote that was used, I would say, 5 to 10 years beyond. The disadvantages of this remote were it includes complexity, it was not easy to operate, and when the design thinking came into the picture, this is the new era remote that we use. So see the transformation from a universal remote to a smart TV remote with the advantages of easy to operate either from the mobile phone also. If you don't have the remote, you can operate your television with your mobile phone by downloading the app. So this is the beauty of technology. This is the beauty of looking at the user-centric part. This is the beauty of looking at your problem to give the best possible solution you can, or to offer the best possible solution to your customer. This is what we relate as design thinking. Okay. The goal of design thinking process.
Shubham, sorry to interrupt you. I'm just sending the feedback form. Should I send right now?
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Shubham, everybody can fill that
Yeah,
form.
ma'am, everybody can see the form. I have
Yeah.
just checked it.
Okay.
It's opening as well. Yeah, it's perfectly fine, ma'am. Okay. Just a second. So, Shruti ma'am, will you please confirm, is the PPT visible?
Yes.
Goal of design thinking process. Is this the slide that you can see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the goal is to solve the complex problems from a human perspective by focusing on the solutions like desirable desires of the users, viable for the business, and the technology feasible part. This is something that I have already taught you. Now, coming to the processes and steps that I have just told you with using the examples. Yeah. So this was the process that we have learned few minutes back: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. When we empathize, we consider the user requirements, find a solution to their problem, research the user needs, and ask the right question. Now, when design thinking comes into the practice, it focuses on knowing what the solution did not work for users, help designers prevent from repeating the same unsuitable solution. This is the fact of empathizing. We should not focus on the same solution again and again. We should know that which solution is actually not working for the users, and we should accordingly help the designers who are making the solution to prevent them from duplication of task or duplication of the activity. So here, there is an example by Zomato. It is the user, the question is the user comfortable in using the Zomato app? Does he like the user interface? What are the challenges? So guys, with this, please be informed that we are moving towards the practicality part, the application part. We can't solve it right now in the FDP2 or MDP2, that is 2.2. I'll actually ask all of you to work upon the tools, to work upon the methods of design thinking. Today, I'll tell you how these tools work. So empathizing is also called empathy mapping in design thinking. So there are various tools and techniques that I'll be talking about in series number 2.0 of design thinking. And I'll first show you an example of the every tool that I'll be teaching to you, and accordingly you will have to participate by working on it. That can be either in the physical mode, or if it continues in the online mode, we have an online website called Murals where we can actually work on these smart charts by working on the tools and techniques that I'll be teaching you. But today, just understand these tools, how actually design thinking works. So when we talk about empathizing, I have told you it focuses on user requirements, finding a solution to the problem, researching the needs, and asking the right question. So basically, we have to prevent the designers from duplication of efforts. We should know how the user feels while interacting when we are actually getting the insights about the problem. So this Zomato example tells us of how to empathize a problem. So the first problem was, these were the problems that were identified. Now there is a question that comes to everyone's mind ki sir empathizing hogi kaise? So the answer to the question is by interviewing, by actually going into the field, by actually mingling up with the customers, by actually matching the standards with the user needs, by actually going and meeting the persons who are facing the problem, right? There are few points in the chat box. Let me just check. Yeah, fine. So first was, is the user comfortable using Zomato app? Does he like the user interface? What are the challenges he's facing while ordering food on the online app? Does the design of this application evoke feeling of frustration? So these were the problems that actually came after looking at the needs of the customer, after looking at the problems they are focusing. So designers should hear the complaints and create products that satisfy the user and make their lives easier. This is the first step of empathizing the designing, of empathizing the solution. The second step, define. So every detail is collected from research performed in the empathy stage, which is also called bottlenecks or major user problems. Encourage the team to gather the useful techniques now to define the problem, to actually elaborate the problem and work on the solutions. So example for the same is a common problem for mothers. Please listen it carefully, the women's. A common problem for mothers is managing kids alone during crucial times. I hope Shruti ma'am can very well relate to this problem because as colleague, I can very well understand her problem. Shruti ma'am?
Yeah, Shubham, because I have two kids and both are, boy. So I do face a lot of, lot of
Problem.
difficulties during this COVID situation as well. So,
In managing
it
both of
is
them
very easy to
equally.
manage. Uh, it is very easy to manage boy and girl, but
Uh,
it is very difficult to manage both boys, right?
and then
So the nature from the girls are very different. Okay, so they are very, freaky and rough and tough, you can say. Anytime they can do anything.
and
So
the third boy as well.
unpredictable. So
And the
it is
third boy,
difficult.
and sorry to say, but the third boy as well, your husband also, right?
Actually, in my house, majority of the members are male, except me, my
Okay.
father-in-law, my husband, and my two kids, and I am the only female. So it is very difficult for me to handle four male, candidates. So
Then to ma'am, I would recommend you and suggest you to approach design thinking from today onwards in your home by learning these methods.
Shubham sir, you have to provide consultancy to Shruti ma'am, right?
Well said, sir. Well said. I'll thank you for this opportunity, Shruti. I'll now charge Shruti ma'am for the consultancy
Okay.
for telling her the design thinking approaches. Thank you for the business idea.
somebody's writing in the chat box, Shubham super women, but I'm not a super woman, nothing like that.
Ma'am,
I'm
you are.
You
Actually,
are,
you are
ma'am.
handling.
Actually, yeah, managing 4 people in the house alone is,
Ma'am, literally, you are a superwoman and a great
no,
example for us.
yeah,
no, Vaswal, it's not easy task. I think so.
yeah. I understand, ma'am.
That's why, though, ma'am, you are superwoman.
Yeah. So
Okay,
coming to
thank you,
the,
thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So coming to the ideas for this problem. So I'll not give you a straightjacket solution to the problem. I'll just tell you how the process will help you in defining the solution. So the problem is to manage kids alone during the crucial times. You should come up with an idea for mothers, such as collecting all the details of the mother and the child, differentiating the facts from every mother's opinion. So not only Shruti ma'am, but all the mothers who are sitting in the audience, focusing on the major problems of mothers, that the problem which is common to all mothers, because we can't draft solution for each and every problem of each and every individual. That can evolve us in approaching towards no solution. So this is a standard task, standard methodology to first collect the details, then differentiate the facts of different other users in the same domain, and finally focusing on the major problems that each and every mother is focusing or facing, and figuring out what expectations are violated and determining in which stage their problem lies. Using all these steps in the defining stage can help us to approach towards the solution by applying various tools and techniques, of course, of design thinking. But this is how we define our problem using these 5 ways: collecting, differentiating, focusing, figuring, and finally determining. The third step, ideating, collecting the ideas, brainstorming basically. So priority to creative and ideation. Ideation sessions should be organized for searching new ideas. It focuses on creative and curious activities. And finally, the brainstorming activity. So the example is there in front of you. A 20-year-old boy lives in a town. The requirements are every day he wants to use a car for 30 to 40 minutes trip, and the frequency is 2 to 3 trips per week. Now, the young boy doesn't prefer to own a car as it would be too expensive for him. What could be done? What could be the approach toward this problem? So the first point is asking suitable questions to the user. This is the define stage. Please remember, ideation will come afterwards. First, you are defining the problem by making these points, and then you will come up with the ideas. So ask suitable questions to user and come up with ideas based upon their needs. Brainstorm your ideas with the team members. In the second point, ideation is coming into the picture. And finally, uncovering the unexpected areas of innovation of how creatively, how intuitively you can approach towards the solution of that problem. The solution is there in front of you. Using Ola and Uber. Because if you see the problem, he has to travel for 20 to 30 to 40 minutes. The frequency is 2 to 3 weeks. He can't buy the expensive car. So first you define the problem, then you brainstorm your ideas, and then you touch various areas of innovation, how you can creatively answer to this problem. And the answer is very simple in front of you. That is, we can use the taxi services Ola or Uber. The fourth step, second last step, prototyping. It includes experimenting and modifying the errors found in the product, validates the solution, tries to resolve the obstacles. There are two types of prototypes, low fidelity and medium fidelity. Low fidelity is which is developed at a stage for your own stake, for your own team. And medium fidelity is when you develop the product for the users, for few sets of users, few sets of customers. Low fidelity is suitable for early stage of the process. Medium fidelity is suitable for last stage of the prototype model. And there is something called large fidelity also that will be included when we'll learn about the tools and techniques. The example is there in front of you. First version of Apple Watch was launched in the market in April 2015. So I'm talking about Apple Watch, not about the Apple phone or Apple laptops, MacBooks. This was the smaller version. And this was the full-sized iPhone. So you see, they came up with this low fidelity part. This was what was expected. This was when they came up with medium fidelity of having a full-sized iPhone in the form of watch. And finally, from full-sized iPhone, this is something we regard as high fidelity. With which Apple came up into the market of iWatch, that is Apple Watches, in 2015. So you see how prototyping helps us. It's very interesting when we develop at the stage of prototype by defining the standard product, by designing the standard product, then with the creative product that we are looking for, and then finally drafting the main product or the main prototype that actually we were looking for to draft. This is the final product with high fidelity, developed at the last stage for user experience. And the last step is the testing part, where user feedback is based on the prototype, present prototype model to real users and get their feedback. Users' feedback is considered, improvements are made, helps the designer to define the original problem and offer a better solution. So the project's testing stage can often relate to other stages of the design thinking process as well. You can test at the stage of ideation also, you can test at the stage of prototyping also, and when you develop the final product, you finally commercialize the product, you test it into the market with your end users.
Participants, please fill the feedback form. I had sent 2 feedback form. So those who are unable to fill the feedback form, the first one, the second one you can fill it and send it to, you can submit. Okay, thank you, Subham.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so here is an example that correlates all the 5 steps beautifully. The problem statement is, if you are working on a website, empathizing fact is you notice a fault and rework on it. Define is understand the requirement in a better way. Ideate is come up with a new solution. Prototype is perform iteration. And finally, testing it into the market or testing it into the users performer or users area where actually he was suffering with the problem. Testing here does not comes in because the user himself is looking at the problem. So we can consider that the user himself was a design thinking expert. So testing here does not comes in as a process because he will implement the same prototype in his own website only. Right. So quickly giving you the recap of the 5 process, know everything about the user, come up with the ideas, brainstorm, finalize the design and evaluate the result by using the feedback. Now, coming up with a case study of Uber Eats, the practical part of the MDP, the problem statement is Uber wanted to find customized and affordable food delivery at the tap of a button. I would request the audience now, if you have understood the 5-step process, if you understand what actually design thinking is, please one by one will solve this case study and approach towards the solution. At a very early stage, we are not here to judge you people. We are not marking you. We are not giving you any assessment. We just want you people to learn and grab the knowledge. So I'm giving you 1 minute's time to ideate your solution, 1 minute's time to empathize, to define, because here you can't empathize, you can't go to the field. So you can understand by your own experience according to the problem. You yourself are the user. And then accordingly, when you will approach towards a solution, you can work as a DT expert, right? So it's 11:42. At 11:43 or 44, I would ask all of you to give your point of view. The time starts now. Yeah, I think we can start now. So let me first give you a idea of the steps. The problem was how did Uber Eats became popular? The basic problem. So this is the step that we'll follow. We'll gather the ideas, we'll highlight the gaps, we'll brainstorm, we can build the solution, and finally get the feedback. So we'll work on the first step of empathy. and we'll highlight the ideas, we'll brainstorm for next 5 minutes and finally build the solution. Now, open to the audience. You have the problem statement with all of you. What can be the approachable solution to the problem? Yes, audience, please interact.
Sir, according to the my view, during the first step, empathetic stage, we can consider we have to identify those areas in which both the persons in the house are doing job. In that case, they can only demand for the food most of the time. And also we have to identify the areas which are highly populated in order to start our this food point. Identify the location, identify the customers which can pay for the food.
Okay, sir. Great. Nice. Very well gathered. You actually worked on the user part. That's nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else? Two more ideas, then we'll move forward.
We can create the apps, some kind of apps.
Yeah, we can do the same.
Yes, so that we can give the option to the users, um, various option to the users as per the convenience. They can use that features of that app.
Great. That's great. राजवीर सर, योगिता मैम है नहीं क्या यहाँ पे?
I'm there, sir. Yeah.
नहीं, योगिता मैम नहीं है.
This kind of a feature is also available in Indian Railways website is also.
Yeah, sir.
I
Nicely
have a
answered.
challenge, like I'm feeling challenged. Uber is mostly of the short journey kind of a booking. So if it's a long journey, then food delivery will be a possibility for this. Else, for a very short journey, how it could be delivered and how it will be eatable inside the car.
Correct.
That is a
challenge.
We thought. So Indian Railways also provide this feature whenever you are booking the tickets and even flights also. Make My Trip also have this feature that whenever you are booking a flight, you can book your food at the same time.
Yeah.
Along with your tickets also. So yes, it is possible certainly with the Uber also, but only you need to thought like for a long journey or for a short journey.
Correct. Another dimension to this point, short journey or the long journey part. Saksham has written, we can add on a feature on Uber Eats app whether customer customized their packing and let at their convenience. Nice, Saksham. This can be a brainstorming part.
Subham, I want to add something. If suppose we are giving certain features to the customers on app, so suppose I had booked a cab in the morning, right? So accordingly, they can give the meal. Like in the morning, they can provide the breakfast, right? If I am going to book the car in the noon, so they can provide us the lunch.
Yeah.
So we can add such kind of features as well in that app.
That's very nice, ma'am. A beautiful idea. I think I should note it. And this is the third step where you were looking for. You basically gave an idea for the problem that we were having. So a new dimension added to the problem. Great. Meghna ma'am, would you like to try? Meghna ma'am, HR perspective. I know few of you, that's why I can't call everyone's name. Anyone else who would like to try? It's very interesting. You learn when you try. If you don't speak, then I don't think so. That will help you to approach the problem. You just need to give your ideas. The problem is there. Uber needs a customized solution so that the customer can get everything on a tap, single tap. So I want your views, what you think If you are a user of Uber, or if you are using or you have ever used Uber, what solution you can provide or what idea you have in your mind to have this answer to the problem. Just your point of view, that's it. Rupesh sir, would you like to try? You have answered few questions in the chat box. Okay. Basabjeet,
Yes, sir.
idea,
Yes, sir. Trying to.
trying to.
Yes, actually, I was having some ideas, but it has been elaborated by Shruti ma'am. So I'm gathering different ideas about
Acha,
it.
you had an idea that Shruti ma'am already stolen.
Yes, not stolen. Already
I
said.
understand. I was just joking. No issues. Okay. So let's take ma'am's idea as a brainstorming idea. So once we brainstorm with 4 or 5 ideas, we build the potential solution and send for the testing. So suppose the solution that we came up with was, as ma'am said, that we need a customized solution. So adding Saksham's and ma'am's idea, we can have the packaging at the convenience of the customer, and according to the time slot, we can have the food given to the customer. So if it's noon time, we can offer him lunch. If it's night or evening time, we can offer him snacks. If it's a night hours, we can offer him dinner. And if it's in the morning hours, we can offer him breakfast, but at the convenience of the customer, that we can provide him at the way he wants, at the stop he wants. Adding one, my point of view is we can add the stoppage also, like happens in IRCTC does this, that if you are for a long journey, if you want to go from Delhi to, I would say, Gurgaon, so it's a long journey. So you can book your food in the between, like around India Gate or something. You can book your food at the doorstep. कि घर से आप जल्दी में जा रहे हैं और आपके पास टाइम नहीं है, you have booked your food. India Gate पे already the person will be standing. The car will stop for a minute. They'll give you the food. The packaged food will be there, and the hot served food, of course, will be there. And then you can have it in the car, and then you can move to your destiny. So this can be a solution for the problem that we had, a customized solution. And finally, we have the feedback from the customers. So once we have the idea, we can have the feedbacks from the audience, or Uber can have the feedback. They can launch the same in the market for few sets of customers, like we do in the research phases also. And finally, we can get how people like our solution to the problem. Okay. So since time is running ahead, I am getting messages by the research, by the concerned persons. So we'll just quickly move on towards the journey of last few aspects that I have to tell you. Before that, I'll have to tell you these companies, the name of the companies who are actually using design thinking. PepsiCo, I've already discussed about. Uber, Barun, General Electric, Bank of Ireland, School of Management, Scotland. These are the 25 most innovative companies as per the survey done in 2006. That includes the name of the companies who are actually using design thinking and innovation in their regular practice. Apple being on the top, Google, Toyota, Microsoft, Procter and Gamble, Nokia, Starbucks is a very good example. IBM ultimately providing certifications also. Sony, Dell, IDEO, the father of DT, BMW, eBay, IKEA, a new company and a very good example in the furniture segment. I would say and recommend all the faculties sitting in the MDP to teach IKEA case study to their students. You can get it easily from the web source. This is something that you should actually look upon it. You'll also learn and you can also teach, spread the knowledge to the customer, sorry, to your students. IDEO case is also good if you can refer to. Starbucks, we all use. Walmart, Amazon, Target, Honda, Research in Motion, Southwest Airlines. These are all are the topmost 25 companies that are using design thinking. And these symbols represent, this blue symbol represent process innovation. The green symbol represents product innovation. And the red symbol represents business model innovation. Process is streamlining the process, the operations part. Product is developing new to your product. And business model innovation is developing the complete whole model, like use of robotics, lean manufacturing coming to the practice by Amazon. That is something we can say a business model innovation, or as an example of complete business model or product innovation as mentioned in this chart. Now, coming to a journey, a beautiful journey for all of you, just to give you a glance of design thinking. So she is Jenna Goodall. I want all of you to imagine like you all are Jenna Goodall, and you have a problem. You are a consumer who is looking at how to improve the customization as grocery stores. And she is part of a company as well who is working in design thinking firm. So look upon the journey of Jane Goodall, how she worked on design thinking and how she followed the process of design thinking. क्योंकि ultimately जो question खड़ा होता है, the question mark is, sir पढ़ा तो आपने सब दिया लेकिन अब इसको follow कैसे करें? How design thinking should actually be in process. So the second FDP will tell you about tools and techniques, but before moving that, we should understand that as a user, how we can actually use the process. So that's why I have included this imaginary story for all of you. All of you sitting in the MDP will consider yourself as this beautiful woman who started the design thinking journey like this. So to understand the user experience, first you have to visit to the users. You have to mingle up with them. You have to actually understand what their lifestyle is, how they are working, and what they actually need. So you have to do this as a part of your design thinking process, not sitting as an expert of analytics and opening the chart and finally drafting the solution. No, design thinking says to be unique in your nature, to understand your user rather than directly approaching towards the solution. So it tells us you have to go where the users are, have conversations, talk to them about their work, watch them work. Don't let process get in a way. You don't have to skip the steps. You don't have to go let it way कि ठीक है हो जाएगा थोड़ा ले लिया. No, each and every step, each and every process has some meaning that should be understood very briefly and in detail. Get out of the building, way out of your building to understand your customers. And please remember this fact that your best idea is never your first idea. There is someone sitting in the loop who could have the same idea or have practiced your idea. So you have to sketch your ideas independently, like they are doing and we'll also be doing in our upcoming MDPs. Everyone sharing their results, drafting the models, tell stories to the people, discuss the options possible, way of options possible, solutions, probable solutions you can have. Find the best ideas, not the best artist. It's not important in design thinking to find out who gave the idea, but this is important to know what the best idea is.
Subham sir.
Hanji sir.
Sir, if you allow me to share my screen, I just want to show a small video on the new design features involved in the furniture side. Some of the time we have been seeing. I just want to take your idea, like how it is incorporated.
Sure. Within 10-15 seconds, you can
Yeah,
show your
sure. Yeah,
screen.
you just complete
Yeah,
your things.
I'll just wind up last few
Yeah.
slides, right?
Sure.
Okay. So find the best ideas, not the best artists, the best solutions. Build upon everyone's idea, taking views from everyone and incorporating those views to approach to a final solution. Finally, this will be a model which will be ready with the solutions, these blue pointers, a design studio approach which involves a whole team in ideation. Thank you so much.
Okay, so do I have the share screen rights?
Yes, sir. You can share.
Anybody has any kind of questions, you can type in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
I will just play for 1 minute only, not for very
Not a
long.
problem, sir. Not a problem. Not a problem. Take your time. Yes.
Yeah. How about this kind of a design which is coming? Is it the same we are discussing? Right, sir. So I was thinking that it is coming from the same thought of the school, that how we can incorporate the designs in different product manufacturing. Is
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. And this is a very beautiful example that you have showed. If you see IKEA, sir, they are working on the same furniture and in the same aspect that you have showed. They are making the
Right, sir.
furnitures like this only. And this was the very beautiful video because this is the design thinking approach that the whole session was talking about. I would also
Right, sure.
request you to please share the link of this video.
Sure,
That will be
sure,
helpful
sir,
for me.
sure, sure. Yeah.
So I'm open for questions. If you have any questions, please ask. Uh, that was all from my side. I would appreciate your efforts, your time, effort, your patience. And yes, of course, I would like to thank Dr. Shruti Triambak. Unfortunately,
Shubham,
because of some,
Shubham sir,
sorry,
Shubham sir, I want to ask one question.
yes, please.
Sir, what is the main difference between innovative thinking and design thinking?
Sir, design thinking is a back-end process. Innovation is something that is at the front. So we innovate using design thinking approaches. That's why that's what I told you while I was presenting, that design is something which we don't look at. It is at the back-end process which we use as a tool and technique to innovate. So like I have given you the example for Apple mouse. So Apple mouse is the innovation because that is their USP they are doing. Now how they're doing that, there comes in the picture of design thinking. Right, sir?
Thank you, sir.
शुभम की डिजाइन थिंकिंग
Right,
के
sir.
बगैर हम इनोवेशन नहीं कर सकते हैं.
Yes, ma'am. Design thinking is actually the backbone, the pillar for innovation. We can't
हम
innovate, we can't have creativity until and unless we use this approach. Because design thinking was the back-end process, that's why it was not in the limelight. Now, people are coming up with the back-end process to make people understand how actually processes are being streamlined, how actually the work happens, and then so that they can learn the process of innovation. Though innovation has a separate process to use a cycle to use the process, but in practice what we follow is this design thinking approach.
ओके एंड शुभम वी कैन से कि जो प्रोसेसिंग होता है दैट विल काउंट अंडर डिजाइन थिंकिंग एंड whatever the output will come, it will consider under innovative kind of things, innovative products.
Sure, yes ma'am, like I showed you in this PPT, the design thinking includes process innovation, business model innovation, and of course your this part, let me just show you. Yeah, so it includes your process, product, and business model innovation. It's not only about making a product. Design thinking also focuses on how you can simplify your process, how you can streamline your process. Like I gave you an example of Amazon. Amazon is the first company in India who is using robotics. Mark my words, I'm talking about India. US mein they were already using robotics, but Amazon was the first company to use robotics in India. Now various companies have come up with this part, but why this robotics was used, how they are used, how the functioning has been done is an example for design thinking, just to streamline their process, just to make their process more effective, reducing their time, efforts, and cost, and the money part. They are using this. This is something we call as process innovation.
Is writing a thank you, Shruti ma'am. Thanks to Shubham because he had given such a wonderful session and very informative sessions. So that Shubham, we are expecting that you will give 1.0 and 2.0 as well. 2.0.
Yes, ma'am. I will, ma'am.
Okay, it will continue as a series, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
So with this thought, I would like to thank our senior most Group Director, Dr. Vandana Arora Sethi, our Director, Dr. Bhupendra Kumar Som, and yes, the man behind this, the backbone, like design thinking is the backbone for innovation. The backbone for this MDP is Dr. Shruti Triambak. We are not physically present, but from my side and all of the audience, I would applaud her efforts for organizing these kind of sessions and giving us this opportunity, making us the frontliners to present our creativity, to present our area of research, to present our knowledge and share it with all of you in the form of MDP. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you to all
Thank you,
the
Shubham.
audience who took time from their busy schedule and had a patient learning. And thank you all of you for having this journey of 1.5 hours, for bearing me for this 1.5 hours, for having this knowledge being shared. And of course, I should not forget my dearest and loved students who joined the session to understand the basic learning. Thank you, all of you. With a
You
quotation, that's
you
my
know
style of.
Shubham, 1 minute. Shubham, Monica ma'am and Palak ma'am, regularly they used to attend our MDP program. This
Okay,
Monica
that's
ma'am
great.
and Palak. Yes.
That's great, ma'am.
Yes.
It's very pleasure to have them. And Palak ma'am has written that good examples were shared. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm honored to have you and honored to have your inputs. I would just end
Sir,
up with.
I have been constantly attending all these MDP sessions organized by Lloyd because I know Neha. I'm an assistant professor in Jim Skalkaji, and Neha is an alumnus of us. She's an assistant professor in your college. So she keeps on sending me links, and I find it really interesting in joining all. So thanks for taking today's session. Also, it was good, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So I'll end up with my way of giving the presentation. I always used to give it in the beginning. So since the demand is in the last, a quotation that I like the most, कि थक कर यूं ना बैठ, उड़ान अभी बाकी है, जमी खत्म हुई तो क्या, आसमां अभी भी बाकी है. Thank you so much.